Timble just able to clean up and yeah.
He's gonna dodge one. He's gonna heat wave another.
Oh my God!
What in the world?
Where's the return? He gets that as well. Diabolic is a monster. 3-2 advantage for DT. He's still killing people.
What is going on?
Is on a rampage. 5 streak. That was unbelievable stuff as DT takes the lead.
Being a part of the Call of Duty competitive scene has honestly been almost a life-changing experience for me. I love everything about it. It's the connections you make with your teammates, with all these other pro players, with the fans that you meet at these events. We're all hanging out, we're all having a good time. I started off playing video games at a very young age, so I always knew growing up that I really enjoyed video games. I finally got introduced into MLG and saw the tournaments and saw that there's people playing for thousands of dollars and stuff like that. And I remember thinking in my head, I want to do that. I'm a slayer, which means I just kill as many people as I can. I'm mainly supporting my teammates who are doing all that objective work. I went through a bit of a low point in my career at the very beginning of Advanced Warfare, this past Call of Duty. I was on Optic Gaming for an entire year during Call of Duty Ghosts. Optic Gaming is kind of the pinnacle of Call of Duty organizations in terms of fan support. And then I ended up getting dropped at the very beginning of Advanced Warfare before we'd even played together, before we'd even scrimmaged. I understand now where they were coming from. When you have the chance to get 2 high-caliber players like Formal and Crimsix, it's kind of a no-brainer. But looking back on it, I kind of got released in a really, really unfortunate way. We played them at Call of Duty Championships, and I said that tweet, throw me to the Wolves and I'll come back leading the pack, because the team I was on Denial was called the Wolf Pack, and so it worked out perfectly in terms of us being the Wolf Pack, and they threw me to the Wolves at the beginning of the game, and at the end we ended up beating them and winning that $1 million tournament.
My team is myself, Karma, Scump, and Crimsix. They've been Call of Duty gods for as long as I've known about Call of Duty.
We have like 4 of the best Call of Duty players to ever touch the game on consoles.
Crim is more the in-game leader. He goes over and gives the most advice.
Scump will be the guy who's just always throwing a joke in there, just to lighten up the mood. And Karma's just the guy who, when you know he's talking, it's something serious.
Then you have Formal, who's our AR player or assault rifle player. He's more of sit back, hold lanes. We go at each other's necks a little bit online. We're going to fight. We're going to butt heads. We're going to have arguments. We're not going to agree all the time.
Whenever there is a tense argument going on, I'm usually the guy that's like, bro, let's just relax. We're just 4 best friends.
We have a great time in and out of the game.
Goal this year is sort of to get revenge for last year. I think that everyone is still pissed off about the whole 7th place thing.
Going in with the best team that I've had at the Call of Duty Championships to have my worst placing, it was heartbreaking.
We made it to the finals of every tournament but that tournament.
No one else thought they could beat us. No one thought they could even touch us up there.
That's probably the most mad I've ever been in my life.
I think we all kind of learned last year what not to do this year. There's no way that we're going to let that happen again.
B-drop. Slasher was in the action too. He's able to get one. The drone's still down. What a heat wave coming in from Karma. Can they make the plays? The drone's still down. It's right in front of Slasher. They get it for a second, but he's by himself. He's getting pinched from both sides. This is nuts.
He is putting down tons of shots. How is Slasher still alive?
I have no idea. He gets another. The drone is reset though. So all this time, all he's done is at least keep them pinned.
Well, Slasher has gone on an unbelievable seven streak in their base.
There's still a Scythe in play. The specialists most definitely are not dead. Coming around that corner, looking fierce, 8 seconds and counting. He keeps him safe. He's completely locked it down. Nelson, the bodyguard, is going to scoop it up and make it to 7. That is an astounding round, one to remember.
Heat wave gets hit. What a perfect use of that specialist. He stops the dunk from coming in. That is definitely a play to keep in mind. Classic with Afterburner. 1 player to beat though. That's wall running as well. He turns around, passes it to his teammate. Mooney moving forward with the drone. He's got overdrive. He's going for the dunk. Is he going to float on in? Oh, that was so anticlimactic. The story of my life as he uses
Hold on, we got to score. It doesn't matter. Yes, the greatest upgrade play ever. Like they should be able to at least put a 2-point play on the board here. Yeah, they have an opportunity. And he's got kinetic as well, so they have an opportunity to actually make this happen. You see the drone get to the hands of Optic. Slasher picks up, not able to toss it for yards though. It's actually gonna
got this. I think they have
here. Nogman's going to toss in a nade, try and get a hit marker, but I don't think they have any idea spaces in that corner.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Look how cocky this is. He's alive.
Really?
He flies in, tries to no-scope one. He watches his teammate drop. Is he going to be able to connect with this thing? There it is. Aqua, man on a mission right now. He buys a second. He's a maniac. He shouldn't be alive in the first place. And then he soars in one. Woo! Aqua, you filthy, filthy man.
My mom supported me for most of my gaming career, and my dad didn't really start supporting me until I won the COD Champs. He also wanted me to keep my grades up, do my homework, study for tests. He just wanted what's best for me, like any parents would. But now they're like full-fledged into it. They have Twitter, and they watch all my videos on YouTube. Everything, they're just very supportive now. I took a semester off college because I just knew I was going to be doing a lot of traveling. It would have just been really tough to keep up in school and to like be the best player I could be for my team. I'm a submachine gun player, so I'm always like in your face, running at people, do the objective, cover my teammates if they need cover, or just go to the lane that's open. Call of Duty 4, when I first started playing, I placed top 8 my first event. I started my first live stream and people came out to watch. FaZe Clan has a ton of fans, and now that I'm on FaZe, there's just a bunch of them. They're always tweeting us, congratulating us. I'm just going to keep writing it out, keep doing my absolute best. I don't think I have a personal, biggest rival, but since we're on FaZe, probably Optic Gaming, because last year, FaZe won an event, and then Optic won 3. Clayster, myself, Replays, and JCap were on Denial. We beat Optic at Call of Duty Championships and won that tournament, and then Optic won the next 2 tournaments, and then when we formed our new team with myself, Zuma, Enable, and Clayster, we beat Optic 3 times on LAN, and they haven't beat us yet on LAN, so it's really fun when we play them. They're probably the best team in the game. I always love hanging out with them, but when we're in game, we're rivals, we just got to play each other, and it's always really fun because it's always an intense match.
Every day, I probably get 5 tweets on my Twitter asking, how do you become a pro gamer? Do you have any tips? You have to be dedicated, put a lot of time into it. You have to be patient. I've been putting in 8 to 12 hours a day. Eventually, if you're a good player, you'll get recognized. Just from playing video games, they come up and say, hey, dude, I'm a big fan. I appreciate what you do. And I think it's cool that someone wants me to write sharp on a piece of paper because I play video games. Right out of high school, I was traveling a lot. We were going to London. We went to Germany and stuff like that. So, my family is like, why can't you hang out? And I'm like, well, I'm doing this. I have to play in this tournament. They've been to some of my tournaments. They usually watch all of them online, and my mom will sit there and watch my stream sometimes when I'm playing. So it's nice to have a supportive family. My brothers, they think it's pretty crazy. There was a tournament in Columbus they all went to, and they all had mullet wigs on because my whole thing is mullet nation because I'm from Kentucky. So they were all rocking mullet wigs, screaming in the crowd. So it was pretty cool to see them out there. I think my team this year can go as far as any other team can go. I think we're one of the best teams. Black Ops 2 was Team Caliber's best game as an organization, so I think Black Ops 3 would just be the same thing.
Welcome.
Yes, we're back.
It's the finals of the 25K. We've got FaZe Clan going up against H2K in what is about to be a breathtaking battle of 5 maps in which H2K is going to 3-0 FaZe Clan.
I was just going to say, or it's a repeat of this week where we see H2K 3-0 FaZe.
Yeah, no, I picked them to be in the finals. I picked them to win, and now we're going to see if...
but you also picked them to go undefeated MAMCAM. They just lost 2 games.
I know. And I'm a little bit upset about that, but actually I think we were just waiting on one player, and we should be ready to start. I believe Stronghold Hardpoint is going to be the first game. But the question is, do we get the same FaZe we got this week in their league match?
Yeah.
Or are they going to step it up and give H2K a real fight here?
I think we definitely see FaZe play much better than we saw in their league match.
All right.
I don't think we're going to see them get killed like they did that time.
I think we've got everybody in. Should be starting here momentarily.
Some serious money on the line.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. $25,000 again up for grabs this weekend. And it has been really kind of, a surprising. I mean, FaZe, actually, I'm not really that surprised to see the 2 teams here. I guess I'm surprised that Optic got knocked out so early, just with the fact they're back-to-back champs with these things. But this matchup doesn't really shock me. I mean, it's coming into today.
Yeah, once Optic was gone, it was kind of, was what? It's Cloud9, Luminosity, and then, FaZe has had to play, I don't want to say FaZe has had an easy run, but they played Cream, which is Proofy, BLFire, Sinful, and Cyborg.
Which you think would be an easy matchup for a current CWL team.
Mm-hmm. Then they played DT.
Which is, when you're looking at the standings.
They're at the very bottom.
Yep.
Then they played Cloud9. But a great run. They beat Optic, but they're not
Another amateur team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're here.
Yeah, so it's been a weird, because of Optic getting dropped early and because the other side of the bracket where, it was really upset city for Elevate because they knock out FaZe, they knock out Rise, which Rise would have been one of the more difficult teams for FaZe to match up against.
I don't think that's an entirely like a crazy upset. I definitely think Elevate can beat like Rise.
No, not like C9 beating Optic.
Yeah, I mean, it was H2K versus Envy. This would have been one where you think like, oh, Envy runs away with this weekend, right? Like Rise is gone, Optic's gone.
But H2K, man.
H2K. And they've had a pretty tough road. They played TK, they played Envy, and they played Elevate. They were the only team that I think played all CWL teams.
It's true. So beating all pro teams, they've had one just crazy stretch. They're on a big win streak now. I mean, this win streak starting to rival their losing streak in the middle of stage one.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, they had like that 7-game losing streak. Now they're on a tear.
You know what, guys? Let's just take a few weeks off.
Well, all right.
And it wasn't like they lost games. This was the team that was like 4-20-something in map count.
All right, well, the MR6 is going to go. What do you think about the Scythe being banned out? We've seen the Scythe and Purifier targeted a little bit more in recent weeks. Do you agree with that one? Attach going to take out the Shiva makes sense, as you don't want to see that in the hands of Fizzerp and the H2K gang. This is, all right. We got some interesting picks here so far.
Yeah, right? You're going to have Heatwave. It's going to go as well. So, let's see, Rapid Fire High Caliber you'd expect to go also. See, Rapid Fire leaves. Expect High Caliber to be one of the next ones. HC goes as well. So, High Caliber is probably going to make it all the way to the end here.
High Caliber and Overclock should be the final two. So that means Tacticals are going to make it in. And I think Tacticals being in, I guess I think that favors H2K a little bit more maybe.
Yeah, they're going to be a team that's going to want to mix it up a little bit with the Tactical, so I'm going to wait here till the final few seconds, and you figure High Caliber, yeah, that's a logical one.
High Caliber Overclock.
FaZe could leave it in. No, it goes. So, nothing too shocking. H2K kind of forces teams to run an Annihilator, or some kind of like probably Annihilator Tempest. This one you're definitely going to see the Purifier, as both players select a Purifier. I think you'll probably see Clay, if he's going to run a weapon, run the Tempest. Nah, I think you'll see
Annihilator.
Fears run Annihilator, yeah.
Unless, for some reason, with the Scythe out, they decide to go 3 abilities, which maybe, but I think it'll probably be Tempest Annihilator, yeah.
Yep, Tempest.
Makes sense. And then what do we have left?
You got a camo.
Kinetic and camo for either side now.
Yeah, I think you'll see a camo on Zuma.
Kinetic on Lacefield.
Kinetic, yep.
So that should wrap things up. Now, okay, let's take a look at the Ban Protect. Is there anyone you think this favored a little bit more? I'm not too concerned with the Specialist draft. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to
If you're FaZe and you just watched the series with Elevate, why would you even ban the MR6?
Well, I mean, you saw H2K use it pretty effectively too. Not as well as Elevate, but they were definitely, they were using it pretty well. I mean, I think more than FaZe wants to deal with.
More than FaZe probably wants to deal with, but I don't think it's anything that, if they would have left it in, you would have saw all the guys on H2K go towards.
I mean, they did against Elevate, but that's kind of you kind of have to. But coming off a series where you just use the MR6 so much, I think that would be something you maybe try to use against FaZe. But
the
nothing,
HC, no,
nothing really
stands out. I mean,
the
Scythe banned, but that seems to be kind of stock when you play H2K now, so they get rid of the Scythe.
Yeah, I think but the thing that stands out the most is Tacticals making it through, so we should probably see Tac Mask, a lot of trophies being used in this one. All Grenades going to make it through as well. Hardpoint, God, you know, I want to say this is, in my head it favors FaZe, but with the way H2K has been playing, I mean, I don't know what favors FaZe right now.
Yeah, I believe when we saw them play in the Pro Division, it was a Breach hardpoint they beat them on.
Breach. So
pretty sure it was a Breach.
Stronghold a little bit different, going to be a little more AR heavy on some hard points.
Yeah.
The times where we've seen them take advantage of, I guess, a team that is a little better in the AR department, it was when they were able to protect the Shiva, and that was against FaZe, and they were to really use that to their advantage on Infection. Here they don't have the Shiva. Do you think the M8s of H2K can keep up with the M8s of FaZe is the question.
I mean, I think Fears, when he's on fire, can kind of keep up with anybody. Fears, when he's shooting well, is one of the best shots, I think, in all Call of Duty. It's just which Fears kind of shows up with the AR in his hands.
Yeah, that's
I think this is an H2K team, though, that's going to be hyped to play in this finals. These are these are guys who have been chopping at the bits for a very long time now, and they get their chance. And I think they got to feel pretty confident, obviously, going up against a team that they had just beaten previously 3-0.
That's very true.
This week.
You have to be feeling good about this one. But here we go. Let's get ready to hop into the action. It's been a long day. Matt and I have been here since, what, 10:30 a.m.? It's now 8 as the final start. Whew! It's been a fun one, but hey, it's been a great day casting with you, buddy. Always enjoy it. And now we have the finals on our hands. Who do you want to start things off here in game number 1?
I know. Let's jump on board with one of the guys from H2K. What do you think about Fears, as we just talked about?
Sure.
Yep.
Let's go. Who else is
How
running?
good he needs to perform here in this finals.
It's going to be him and Fizzerp running those ARs. And then the other side's going to be what? We'll have Clayster with a Man of War. And Enable should be, Enable will have the M8. So we'll go back to Fears, but the one difference here is Clayster opting to use the Man of War. What do you think about that on this map?
I know we see more and more players go towards the Man of War in some of these, I don't want to say like medium-sized maps, but a map like Evac, one like Stronghold where you have some close quarter engagements, you see more and more players go with the Man of War.
Well, you see Fears there starting to get pushed. FaZe getting some early time here. Watching this connector is going to be Zuma. Just gets caught with some unfortunate timing as he's going to move there. I want to go to Clay because he's using the Man of War. He's on a 3 streak right now, and he is tagging up a couple players for his teammates to clean up. He's only got 4 bullets left in this. I don't know what he's planning to do, but eventually going to be
It's like, I'm going to see players, and then I'm going to reload.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He's able to get one, puts a lot of tags down through the smoke on a player in the hill. Not able to finish him off, but it's FaZe off to a fast start here early. Now, you got to think it's pretty difficult to get rolling, right? They've been sitting around for a very long time now.
Not the case. As
Nope.
Look at the team. You got a 4 streak from Clay. You have a 3 streak from Zuma as well. Zuma got pushed in the back, but they've got the front locked down. Well, they did until the timing kind of broke there for Clayster. That's partly because Zuma died in the back. He was worried about pressure coming from the backside of Mansion. Stopped focusing on the front. Thought the spawn would then be coming in. Let's watch Zuma now for the time being. He's trying to deal with back Lambo and also bottom Mansion. He's got a player right to his right. I think he saw, apparently he did not see him.
Players just kind of walking right by each other as you see Fizzerp picks up 2. It's going to be H2K in control of the hill, but they've given up top Mansion. You see 1 red arrow up top. It's going to be attached. He's going to win 1 gunfight. See Fears turn and burn on attach, but Zuma and Enable both able to pick up some kills. Now it's going to be Hill in control to FaZe here. 12 seconds left. It looks like Enable playing for those spawns all the way in the back. His teammate with him, as it should be FaZe able to control those. You see H2K realizing that they have nobody in the back controlling that spawn area. They're going to just kind of play patiently around the hill and just try and wait these players out in the back for FaZe. And you see the hill going to get contested there for a second. Nice spot there from Clayster as he just kind of jumps up on half wall.
He almost baited
jumps
him with
on
the
it for a
contest,
second.
right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He baited him with the contest. A very nice spot there by Clay.
Excellent stuff there. There's still 1 player in the back. That's Fizzerp. I like the use of camo here. Might be able to pick up 2. There's 1. He's right there. I was going to say he doesn't line up the second one, but that's Lace.
Back to satellite area. He's going to go all the way up on the wall run. He's not going to be able to win that gunfight versus Attach. Huge win there for Attach and FaZe. So you see how far away the players on H2K are spawning out now.
Oh yeah, they're spawning real far. And who's this player set up in a nice spot? That's Clayster. He's top Mansion. So this is real ugly for H2K right now. But as they pick up 1 kill, there's still 1 player around the back. Legal has to come up with a big one. There's 1 player coming in satellite, not able to win that. And you see the A's keep spawning back mansion over and over and over again. You know, some hard points, a little bit difficult to punish teams with a good setup. This is not one. FaZe doing an excellent job of spawning them out. And we're already halfway through this hard point, and all the points so far have gone towards FaZe.
Yeah, and you're going to see H2K. Looks like they're going to rotate over towards bunker, try and get a good setup for this one, but it's going to be Zuma with 1 gunfight in front of him. He's going to be able to win 1. So 2 more players inside bunker already set up. Not going to be able to win that one against Fears. Now, Fears on a 4 streak right now, so he's going to be set up in the next hill. He actually drops as soon as I say that, but it's going to be legal inside the hill. Let's see if Clay can get anything done here with the Tempest.
Well, he's a turnaround. He's going to have a field day right now if he lines this up. He doesn't connect. That one gets across. Now gets a little bit more scary for him, and he is going to drop. To really change and chain and wreak havoc as they were trying to fly through. Attach, pops the connect. He hears the footsteps outside. In they come. Doesn't win any. The Purifiers out as well. And what is that? We have Annihilator too. Everyone popping all their weapons right now. Oh, the flames. They're burning. Let's get to Enable as he's roasted and toasted. Tries to get out. Able to make a 1, 2, 3. Nabs as many as he can. And FaZe is going to hold for the time being. They've really opened this one up. They've got an 80-point advantage right now. Excellent job controlling Bunker, and they're going to get another, what, 15 points or so. So they're going to have almost exactly a 100-point advantage as we're going to rotate.
Yeah, and H2K is scared to just keep running in there and flooding that hill because they don't want to give score streaks over to the side of FaZe. So FaZe were able to just pick up some easy kills on the hill and make them pretty close to getting those score streaks. And you see Attach just comes flying over the top, able to take out one player. Zuma and Enable in the kill feed as well. So even though H2K able to set up, it does not matter. 3 players from FaZe take out all 4 of H2K, and this is in a complete domination of FaZe up by more than 100.
Yep, this is not what we saw on Wednesday's league match. This is a rejuvenated FaZe, just crushing H2K right now. They dropped the hard point. They got 3-0'd. That does not appear to be the case in this one. You got a 3 streak right now for Enable. Make it 4. A 3 streak for Attach as well before he drops. Can he get close? Is that a dart? Why is that a dart? That's the second time we've seen a player with a dart and a hard point. Is that, do people actually maybe try to use that to break in a bunker? Like, I've never really seen a dart used in hard point at all.
I've never seen a dart used in hard point either.
Lightning typically going to be the selection, but I'm kind of curious if maybe it's just this map, because I think last time we saw it was this map as well. Maybe they try to get one and save it for a bunker break. I'm not entirely sure. Probably,
that's
probably making up strats right now, but it's the second time we've seen it today.
Strat. I don't know if it's exactly the way to go about it.
I wouldn't even bring that up, except we saw it twice today. Oh, God, Clayster, you filthy man. Grabs one behind Van there. He is really liking this Man of Wars. He's 21-14. He's been rocking the AR a lot more in recent weeks. You know, he transitioned kind of in that sub-player role. Now he's back in, I think, a little bit more to his comfort level, and that's showing in the stat line for sure. 200-62.
Yeah, Clay's been playing much better since he's gone back to an AR.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. That's why I want Eggs to play a sub role. I want people to play what they've always been good at. Don't mix things up. I don't like change.
See Zuma having a good game as well, 22-17. Him and Attach just kind of just play so fast and aggressive together that like one of them is bound to have a good game, right? Like in Advanced Warfare, we really saw like both of them put together good games all the time because it's such a fast-paced, like aggressive game. This one, it seems like they kind of bounce back and forth, taking turns of who's going to be the first one to kind of like take those engagements in the hill. The other one just comes up big and time again just picks up big hills. And you're going to see H2K win some gun engagements. They're going to have half wall, but the way this game is going, I don't expect them to hold it for long. You see Enable and Zuma able to pick up 2 kills. Zuma actually with 2 in the feed.
I watched the one guy that managed to stay alive. He's going to pop his kinetic armor, tries to whip around on one, but they're looking to close this one out. They've been up 100 plus here for the past couple of minutes, doing an incredible job as FaZe. They are not going to be 3-0'd in the finals. Excellent work from them. Enable getting tagged up from behind. Teammate there to cover him is Clayster. Clayster's got the Tempest out. I want to see if he can use this to effect. Didn't really, I guess, wasn't really.
Well, when he used it before, he actually was like aimed in. I think it's actually probably better to use when you're not ADS. I think just kind of hip firing it. Like you still get the same accuracy with it. It's just shoots a lot faster.
Finally, he finds someone to shoot at here. Oh, there's another. Give him a third. Peek me. No, that's not the range you want in RK5.
No, and you're going to see that player back out of bunker and rep all the way around towards Mansion. And it's going to be FaZe 9 seconds away from 100-point clubbing H2K. It's a completely different looking FaZe team than what we saw in their league match the other night, and they're going to be able to take this one. 100-point club H2K. It's going to be 250-94 in favor of FaZe Clan.
FaZe, I apologize for doubting you. I still have to take H2K because I picked them early in the day, but if that was trying to get a message across to me, I receive it very, very clearly. That was just stomping.
I'll take FaZe if you're gonna take H2K.
I'm still with H2K, baby.
Yep, I'll take FaZe.
I don't feel very good about it now.
Yeah, I still feel good. If I pick H2K, I think H2K definitely poses a threat in the search and destroys. This one just a little bit of a rough game for Fizzerp and Co. you saw, I mean, just a complete domination.
Yeah, it
From
absolutely,
start to finish, it wasn't very
absolutely
close.
was. Now, what was our, you jot down the map list, right? What's the S&D?
It is Fringe. It's
Okay.
Stronghold, Fringe, Infection, Evac, Redwood.
Well, Infection is the map we saw them play Wednesday, in which they got that Shiva Protect in. And it was
That was against...
no, that was against FaZe.
That was against FaZe.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they won that one. I think it was a pretty close game, but FizzUp had a monster one. Let's take a look at the scoreboard now, see what kind of stands out here.
Clay played great. I thought you got a great game out of Zoom as well. Really balanced effort in the slaying department on the side of FaZe.
Look at the time as well. 2 minutes for Zuma, 2 minutes for Clayster as well. And putting up that much time as an AR.
Lacefield, I feel like, shows up versus everybody.
Lacefield's a great player.
I mean, he doesn't get a lot of love, I feel like, but he's a very good player.
I think when we were talking about, I guess, kind of up-and-coming stars this year, he is on a, I guess, top of a very short list. I mean, there's only a handful of players we really talked about, and Lacefield, one of them. He's been a monster, and I know he's definitely been around for a while. He popped up a bit last year, filling in on some teams where I thought he did really, really well, but this year he has been a beast. I mean, we've seen him. I remember the one series we casted a week or two ago in which he was just going in. Like dropping.
It was a breach hard one. He started off like 30-7 or something like that, 30-8. He was just unreal. Make sure you have everything set up correctly. So go into Concast mode.
Can you check what colors there? I can't see.
Yeah, once. Well, they haven't changed anything yet, so I can't tell you.
Okay, let me know. It's hard for me to tell. It looks like all their teams are black right now for me.
Well, they are, because nobody has actually selected a team. So, game 2, it's going to be Fringe S&D. I think the Sniper of Attach definitely comes into play here. It's going to be a H2K on Black Ops, and it's going to be a CDP for...
Then I am staying
FaZe.
the same, pal.
Yep.
All right, now they're switching over to Fringe S&D.
I think Banner Protect, you're going to have to see Overkill action with, the Sniper Rifles as well. Attach somebody who's pretty good with the Locust. Don't really see him go... Well, actually, no, we did see him use the PO6. We saw him use the PO6 on a hunted S&D. But he'll go that far down the sniper category.
They tried to take the sniper kind of away from Elevate and banning thermal. I'm trying to think what they'll do here. I've seen FizzUp. He likes to snipe the back rock on defense from time to time, but I don't think you want to get into a sniper thing with Attach. I think you just want to get rid of it. Whether that's going after the thermal or going after the SVG, I think probably thermal might make a little more sense. But they did a good job kind of tailoring that game to their play style against Elevate. I wonder if they can do the same thing here, because I just don't. I wouldn't trust FizzUp to go up against Attach.
No, I wouldn't either. Just waiting for Lacefield to get on to their team. We can begin things, but I don't think H2K has not many teams have a sniper that can go head-to-head with Attach. So I think that's probably the way we see this go in the Banner Protect. I think we see H2K try and get rid of the thermal, get rid of maybe the SVG as well. You're going to see the MR6 go from Attach there early. You're going to see the thermal go from FizzUp.
Makes sense. Those are the two that...
Do you even see a sniper target at this point?
No, I think the thermal kind of gets it done. I mean, I think Attach can snipe with just about anything, but I think all of the top snipers outside of like Kolchan feel most comfortable with a thermal.
Yeah.
I mean, Kolchan's the one that we see consistently just use default scopes, but once you take away that thermal, a lot of people go to Varix or they just don't even snipe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that affects Attach's game. We're going to see High Caliber go. Nothing too shocking at this point. Could we potentially see something like a Dead Silence ban you saw out of H2K earlier?
That would mix things up a bit for sure and be... I guess that'd be the most surprising thing we would see. All right, so
armor.
that takes Attach. We've seen, I mean, more so in respawns, but you know how effective he can be with kinetic armor. Afterburner coming off. So what does that tell you coming in from H2K?
And you see Smokes go as well. Which, H2K loves to...
very powerful, especially with the thermal.
Yeah, when you're trying to get into that B site going down tracks, you're able to throw a smoke, kind of cut off that cross. I think it's a very good strat. Get that one out of the game. Afterburner's great to just kind of make those fast movements, the wall runs all the way down tracks, and even trying to pick off that snipe at the beginning makes it a lot harder to hit that kind of one where you get behind Grandma and you get up on that silo and you keep going around in a circle. It's
a little bit more difficult when you have
I was going to say it's like
wall runs.
It's not as easily done, that Afterburner, but take a look, you see Overdrive from both teams. I really like Overdrive on this map. We've seen FaZe use it before where on offense, they'll use overdrive and hit mid and go straight into Brick's window, and they'll catch those players off guard at the A-bomb site. So look out for that. This matchup, you see Clayster goes with Glitch. He's just trying to make some highlight plays tonight.
Interesting.
Profit.
And you saw, what was it, Redwood against Envy. He had a just absolute nuts play.
Yep.
With Glitch. Heatwave comes out, so the difference is going to be Vision Pulse here and Glitch.
Vision Pulse is a safer pick. Glitch is one where you think you're just going to make
Just super
a hero play.
well, super situational.
When does super situational become like there's no real great situation? It's like
1v1s, it's great. I mean, we see it used sometimes in a bait and switch, but Glitch for me is like 1v1. That's where it becomes awesome. Even though, again, we saw that
but there are so many times where it doesn't make a difference. Where like it never comes into play. Like times where you'll see a player have Glitch and they'll never actually even use it.
True.
Yeah, you have no counterpoint to that?
I know, I'm just trying to think about which I'd prefer on this map, Vision Pulse or Glitch.
Like you make a case that Vision Pulse is better for 1v1s.
Well, especially when you're pushing B and you have to deal with player back rock, player top barn, player maybe on the outside.
It's a lot of corners you can hide on this map as well.
Yeah. We'll try and keep an eye on
I don't even hate Psychosis on this map. I don't even think Psychosis is too bad. If you go down tracks and you pop your Psychosis, get that guy in the back rock,